Welcome. I'd first like to congratulate you for completing the crash course in DNA, as it is necessary for you to have at least a basic understanding or general knowledge of DNA prior to hacking it. So, first, we need to procure some DNA to hack, and I have taken the liberty of going to the National Center for Biological Information and procuring 4 different datasets or datasets, whichever you prefer, so that you won't have to go through the pain of pre-processing the FASTA or GenBank files from NCBI. This is not only because we are using Swift. Data science uses Python 99% of the time. And even with Python, you still have to pre-process the data sets for Python to read them. So that we don't have to worry about because I've already done that for you. So if you have not already downloaded the playground called N as in national, C as in center, B as in biological, I as in information, datasets. So a playground called NCBI datasets or datasets. Download that and go ahead and run it or open it. And you will see what you see here. We have a breast cancer sequence. We have a breast cancer nucleobase dataset. We have a type 2 diabetes nucleobase dataset and a type 2 diabetes sequence dataset. So what we want to do is save these 4 datasets for future use, not just for this course, but for future use while you're hacking, doing any bioinformatics in the future with XCode. First, we want to go up to your utility pane on the right-hand side. Click it. And go here where it says show the code snippet library and make sure that is clicked and make sure that if you're here, make sure you just click over here. Okay, then you're good to go. Next, I want you to highlight, starting from the quote, left click, which is one finger, and highlight everything down to the end of that first array for the breast cancer sequence. Okay. Once you have it highlighted, let go and left click somewhere where there's no letter, but it's highlighted, and drag it into this code snippet library. So there you go. And if you did it correctly, this will come up where it's, and by default, it'll say my code snippet. So, and you can see what it is there. So this one, I want you to call all of the code snippets that we do throughout this course needs to have a prefix of BioSwift, or at the very least bio in front of it, because this will allow us to ascend or descend the code snippets when we're looking for them, and they'll just be our BioSwift modules that we create. So here we're going to create 4 modules one for each data set. So this is going to be BioSwift breast cancer sequences. Okay. And the completion shortcut here, I'm just going to put BioGen, gen standing for sequence, space, C for cancer. So I know that that is the data set that is the breast cancer gen file. And I'm going to click done. Okay. And you should see it down here, right? BioSwift breast cancer sequences. So if I come back over here and delete this, and I start to type BioGen, you see it come right up there, BioGen C. Bam, there is our data set. Okay, so now we want to go down to the nucleobase. So we're going to highlight it. Go to somewhere where you're not actually on a letter or a character. Left click and drag it down. And you can see it down here. And I will call this one BioSwift breast cancer nucleobases. For the completion shortcut, I'll say BioSeq. Matter of fact, I think I'll call it, because since I called the other one according to a gen file, which is a sequence, this is a nucleobase. So that would be incorrect naming. So the BioFastA. Okay, that lets me know it's nucleobases. And C for cancer. Done. And it's down here. So delete. And if I type in bio, here it is down here, FASTA, see? There you have it. Next, we are going to do the diabetes nucleobases. I'm going to call that BioSwift diabetes nucleobases. The shortcut, I'm going to say BioFastA, which FASTA files are nucleobases. And since this is diabetes, D. Done. There we go. Over here. Over here. And I'll type in BioSwift, D for diabetes. And there you have it. And our final data set is our diabetes sequence file. BioSwift, diabetes sequences. Shortcut, BioGen, which stands for sequences, and D for diabetes. Done. Delete it. BioGen. And here, D. There we go. So also, you see it is mixed with all of these different other snippets. The reason why we want to use bio is because of you go down here and you start typing in bio. Okay. We have all of our, it's exclusive just to our BioSwift modules. I have one extra one up here that I had to make sure everything was working fine. It's a dictionary of a DNA, chromosome, and RNA protein. So we've already started our BioSwift toolbox in the form of code snippets that we can use for our DNA hacking. Also, if you forget, delete this. If you forget the shortcut for some reason, you can also just, what's that? The diabetes sequence. You can also just drag it right in. And there you have it. Okay. So now we have our data sets that we can work with effortlessly in Swift. And now we can actually do some hacking. And we will start that in our next lesson. See you there.